jail because the other one needs a nap and shouldn't be spreading COVID.
I saw someone say the jail guy's going to scalp the tickets.
So
I'm like,
not allowed.
You can hit us up with a text over to 22987. Now, when we announced that we were going to do the Woody Show After Hours Takeover at Disney California Adventure Park, we started giving away tickets and trips and everything else. And that's immediately, every time we do something like a big event like this, is when we get the sob stories start coming in.
People think they don't have to play by the rules
because
if they're much of a or big enough of a sad sack.
Because they can skip the line, right?
Also, like sob stories that are like extremely rude, like out the gate. You know, like
they're rude.
Yeah.
Give me an example of one of those.
I got one. I got a message saying like, well, I need this amount of tickets because they won. I need this amount of tickets, but I need to get one more other person in.
Oh, so they just start demanding.
Right.
And my dad died.
Yeah.
I'm like,
by the way.
Okay, I guess you need one less then?
Yeah.
I don't understand what's happening.
So we didn't really acknowledge these up until now. The takeover's happening on Monday night. And we did not acknowledge it because what we've been doing is collecting all the sob stories.
Secretly.
Yeah, because we didn't want to say what we were going to be doing here beforehand, because then people would just send in,
crazy
all the
stories.
fake
liars
sobs
come out of the woodwork.
So these are the ones that just kind of organically came through. And what we're going to do is we're going to let you guys vote for which ones you think should get the tickets. Don't put it on us. Okay. We're just going to present them. And I figured, Sammy, you might get a couple good wells in here. Well,
okay.
With the sob stories.
Well, if it's your birthday, then I get it.
I mean, well, it's your birthday month.
Well, they did say something about Stanley mugs.
Yes, that's typically how I give away prizes.
Yes. First of all, I had to pick between the two, but we're gonna put the voting to you guys, the listeners. Which ones get to make it into the takeover? Now, we're going to start with this after-hours voicemail that got left at 877-44-WOODY.
That is
hey,
next
Woody,
level.
Sebastian, Greg. I'm just trying to see if I could get some help with my son. He's been trying to get your Disneyland tickets since you guys been giving them out. He is very upset. He doesn't like nobody talking to him when he's trying to win the tickets. He tells everybody to be quiet. He's trying to win the tickets. He gets so stressed when he can't get through. And he just don't want to talk to nobody after. So I was just trying to see if you could help him and put his name on the list where he could stop trying so hard and being upset and just trying to get him back to being a nice, happy son. If you could please help, let me know. My name is Maria. Thank you so much. I really, really, really would appreciate your help. Thank you.
All right.
I'm tearing up.
I have thoughts about this. This is not even remotely close to the first time this mother has had to call in a favor because of her son's behavior and please help me out.
He's so
I can't
raging.
deal with him.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if
Sounds
it's
like a
not
brat.
deal. No, it sounds like she feels for him, and she's doing that mother thing.
Yeah, but I feel like she's had to do this a lot.
She wants her son back, people.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so there's that one, and then Gina Grad, do you have another one?
I do.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Oh,
Woody Show. Please, please, please give me tickets to the takeover. I've gone with my grandma to Disneyland every year since I was 12 years old.
Nice.
I'm 24 now, and she's in her 70s, and neither of us can afford to go this year. Also, if you give me tickets, I can take my parents and little sister.
oh, no kidding.
Either way, me love.
Okay.
Aw.
Well,
Whole
if it's
family.
either way, me love, then I
Yeah, what's the
kick
point?
rocks. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so now you text over to 22987, and Morgan and Sammy, do me a favor. Keep an eye on
Yeah.
the text as we go through these.
Okay.
We're going to do them in teams of two. So the first two that you guys are voting for, you're going to either text mom over to 22987, or let's text, I don't know, what's a word we use for this? Because we have to
Grandma?
do different.
Grandma.
Grandma. So text mom or grandma over to 22987.
Back to the mom real quick. Didn't she say he don't do nothing? Or,
Yeah, she had a lot of double negatives.
yeah,
in
she's a
there.
moron, and she's teaching her kid to be not only a
Wow.
moron,
That's
but
not
also
nice.
teaching her kid not to handle the disappointment that Greg, Would you like a new Louis Vuitton belt right
I would
now?
love one.
Well, guess what? You're not getting one.
Oh man,
How sad.
but I'm stressed.
I'm trying to keep my take out of it because we're leaving it up to the listeners to
I did feel
decide.
bad for her,
and that
though.
way we can go, oh, I'm sorry, you know what? The listeners decided.
Well, both these people are listeners, and the mom's a stupid
Now, we've
listener.
never, by the way, we've never given tickets to any sob stories.
This is true.
No?
Yeah.
All right. All right. So you're texting either mom or grandma over to 22987.
We got a text. They both suck.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah.
Agreed.
That's a good
Okay.
vote.
Ooh, maybe that should be an option. Neither.
Greg,
All
give me
right.
another one.
Come on, throw a nurse a bone.
Oh, God.
I've been trying to win these tickets forever. Maybe I can win on the pity party note? I'm the sole breadwinner for my fam. My husband is a vet, shot in a home invasion a few years
Oh,
back.
God.
The year anniversary of my mother's death is in 3 weeks. I took care of her at home. I did all her post-mortem care at home. Every single patient at my facility has COVID.
Oy.
Half of the staff does too. So I'm working 100 hours a week.
That's a lot.
Come on, throw me a bone, please.
If she's working 100 hours a week, she's not going to have time to go to the takeover.
Oh, good point.
Yeah, she needs a nap.
Yeah.
Right.
But hey, home
All right.
invasion,
Yeah.
shot,
Okay.
COVID.
nurse,
So
COVID.
that's the nurse.
yeah,
A
nurse.
lot of stories about, people that have passed away.
Yeah.
Sob stories for takeover passes. What's the next one?
What up, Woody Show? I just got out of jail.
Oh, yes.
Sweet.
Tell Gina and Morgan I say sup because I know they like inmates. Ha
Oh, yeah.
ha.
Yeah, I bet he's hot.
Throw me a couple of tickets so I can take my girl so she'll stop being pissy about me getting arrested in October. If she kicks me out, I got to go back to my mom's house. Help me, dude. P.S. It wasn't a violent crime. It was possession, and I'm clean now.
Okay.
Well, I think I know who I'm voting for.
Yeah.
Before
clear
we
one
open up the next one here, the votes are already coming in. What I'm going to do, I'm not going to announce them as we go along. We'll wait until the next segment,
Okay.
and I'll give you the results of all of them. Okay.
All right.
You want to do like nurse or jail?
Yeah, let's do nurse for this one. Nurse or jail.
All right.
You're going to text either nurse or jail. Which one do you think should get the
He's
tickets?
still throwing out COVID this year.
I know, right?
Ballsy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so nurse or jail, text one of those two
I know who has my vote.
over to 22987. All right, Greg Gorey,
Mm-hmm.
next one.
Good morning, Woody Gang. Really hoping to win the tickets to the Disney California Adventure Park. Reasons why. Me and my mother of my kids have been broken up for nearly a year now, but we're talking now and on good terms.
Oh, good.
But I would use this opportunity to try to get her back and hopefully ask her to marry me. We've had a long relationship of 13 years. Don't want to throw away what we have, all the time that we've spent. It would be a special moment since we don't financially go out and do a lot.
Financially.
But I want to thank all of you for what you do, and it does pay to be an active listener. Thank you and bless you.
Oh, so it's to help win his girl back.
His ex back.
Okay.
Is he going to propose at Disneyland?
Apparently
That's
so.
kind of what it
Wow.
sounds
I'm leaving
like.
Yeah.
his name out in case there's a big proposal.
Yeah.
Oh, we'd have to.
Okay.
That'd be contingent. For
We
me.
need proof.
Yeah.
What are we going to call that
Let me
one?
see a ring.
Divorce?
Divorce? Okay, divorce.
Loser, I guess. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
That could be all.
Jeez, that's not.
Divorce. And then what's the next one?
Here's kind of a short and sweet one. I've been trying to win Woody Show Disney tickets since 2018. I used to go to the meetups at the park and spend hours trying to win. I even spent Valentine's Day in 2018 trying to win tickets in person, and my boyfriend to this day still makes fun of me. I'll keep trying though.
Okay, well,
Okay.
she could have put more effort into that
I like
one.
this, well, I like that she's getting made fun of though.
You would like that.
we call that practice.
Yeah.
All
Or Valentine's.
right. Divorce or practice
Yeah.
for that one.
All right.
Again, you guys are choosing. Listeners,
Yeah.
you choose. This is a very big decision. Who's going to the Woody Show After Hours Takeover on Monday?
The
So
one.
divorce or practice over to 22987.
A text came in from the last one saying, jail because the other one needs a nap and shouldn't be spreading COVID.
I saw someone say the jail guy's going to scalp the tickets.
Oh.
So I'm like,
Not allowed.
All right, next one, Greg Gorey, Woody Show sob stories. We've been collecting these sob stories ever since we announced the Woody Show takeover, and we haven't acknowledged them because we didn't want to tell anybody what we were planning
We
to
want
do
to
here.
encourage it.
Yeah, so we just decided we're going to collect it till pretty much the last moment here. and let you guys decide out of all the sob stories which ones will go to the takeover. Next one, Gregory.
This one I include, even though it's crazy short, because the term gets thrown around a lot. Please add me to your guest list so I can take my grandsons to your Disney private event, please. My daughter and my daughter-in-law are both single moms.
Oh,
So they can't keep a man.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, that's it? Okay.
Yeah, and that's it. Plain and
That's it.
simple. But because you're a single mom, therefore you get
Yeah.
free tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, neither is not what we're asking you to text. You got to make a decision here.
Yeah. Do the hard work.
All right. Next one, Gina.
Good morning, Woody Show. Unfortunately, I'm a podcast listener, and I just listened to the show where you guys announced the Disney takeover. Well, turns out that it's on the same day as my son's 4th birthday, and he's been asking to go to Mickey Mouse's house. My wife and I both entered, but I hope you guys choose us to win. You know.
Okay.
How do you say it's sad?
You know.
You know.
Guys, birthday.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
4 years old.
Who won't remember it?
Yeah.
all right. So, what's the first one? What are we calling that first one, Greg?
Single?
Single.
Single
Yeah.
moms.
Single or
Son?
podcast?
Yeah, podcast.
Podcast. Yeah, because they're a podcast listener. Okay. So you're going to text either single or podcast over to 22987. Single or podcast over to 22987. And we're going to do one more pairing here. And Gregory, which one you got?
I have this one. Every time I call to win tickets for Disneyland, I'm peeing.
Aw.
So if you ever want to answer the phone, they're going to hear me peeing because my bathroom breaks are around the phone calls, even though I never get through. I've been trying for 6 years to win tickets. Never have I ever won. And every time you do the contest, I'm peeing.
God.
Trying to get us
You need to go to
horny?
your urologist.
Weird.
All right.
Nice.
We'll call that one peeing.
Peeing.
Yeah.
Plain and
Weird.
simple.
And Gina Grad?
Bros, I haven't been to Disneyland in 40 years, and
I'm
I've
out.
never been to California Adventure. One time I was going, and you guys got me passes, but I got sick.
Aw.
Please give me another shot.
Okay, so it's virgin because he's never
yeah,
been.
good.
Oh, good one.
I get that a lot, or like, I won passes the previous year, I
But-
couldn't go.
Wait, it sounds like you blew your opportunity.
I know.
Moron.
Yeah. Okay,
So peeing or
so peeing, the one who keeps losing out on winning the tickets because every time we do the contest, they're peeing.
Which they could still win if they're peeing. Right?
Losing out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can listen on the free iHeartRadio app.
wouldn't you
And
know
it goes
it?
anywhere you go, even when you're going.
No, she said she is calling while peeing, so
I'm
that
just
Yeah.
peeing.
if we
all
happen
the
to pick
time.
up, she'll be
Yeah,
peeing.
and then
Virgin.
virgin because bruh,
Bruh.
Yeah.
never been
Ugh.
in 40 years, never been to California Adventure.
Out.
All right, so text your vote.
The Woody Show.
All right, well, the results are in, and we're going to tell you who out of these sob stories are winning their way to the Woody Show After Hours Takeover. Again, we didn't acknowledge any of the sob stories over the last handful of weeks since we announced the takeover, just because we were collecting them, and we wanted to put them into a contest here.
Yeah, organically.
So it wasn't
We
like people
create
who knew
more.
there was a contest for sob stories.
Right.
Somebody said, pick me because I had to listen to these awful sob stories.
Get it?
All right, so let's award. Number one was between the grandma that left the voicemail, or the mom that
The
left
mom,
the
yeah.
voicemail, right? And then the grandma. What was her story again? Oh, I've gone with my grandma to Disneyland every year since I was 12. I'm 24. She's in her 70s. Neither of us can afford to go this year. So between those two, the text vote went to the mom.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Good job.
The mom who left the voicemail.
The mom.
She gets her son back.
Yeah, and we already kind of chopped it up on that one. Now this next one was between the woman, the nurse,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
and then the guy who he had gone to jail.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And wants his old lady to stop bitching.
Yes. So for that one, who gets your vote, Seabass?
I think it's obvious. Yeah, this is the version of the bum that's got the sign that says "Why lie? I need a beer."
Yeah,
This is that
Right.
guy.
but do you like that one?
Yes.
Okay. Morgan,
Oh, I love jail.
Menace.
Yeah, I'm going jail. The nurse laid it on way too thick. She threw in the kitchen sink on that one.
Okay. Gregory.
Agreed. Jail.
Morgan. I'm sorry, Gina.
I mean, I guess it doesn't matter at this point, but I do feel bad for that nurse. You know I love a good inmate, but
Yeah.
I'm going nurse.
Sure. Sammy.
I also go nurse.
Nurse.
Me.
The winner. jail guy.
Congratulations, dude.
Yeah.
She better take him back.
And me and Morgan say what's up.
Yeah.
Going to the Woody Show after hours.
Say hey
takeover.
when you see us.
The next one, to remind me of the details, it was between the divorce and practice.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay, so the divorce one was...
That was the guy that wants like basically that elaborate parent trap scheme to get his ex back.
Right. They want to
they're-
go back. They're on better terms now. This might be the night he could ask the big question, propose.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's
And
right.
then The other one is he hasn't been to Disneyland in 40 years. He's never been to California Adventure.
No. The practice one. It's like I've been practicing.
sorry.
I went to the park thing. I went to...
Oh, right. Yeah. Sorry. Where'd that go?
Jizz.
Jizz. Get it together, grad. Do you see?
I thought you were labeling these.
I did, but then I
had my
had a
boyfriend
small
calls me a
stroke.
loser because I keep trying.
Right. Been a
Yeah.
fan since
Oh, yeah, here.
2018.
Sorry, thanks. I used to go to meetups at the park, spend hours trying to win, spent Valentine's Day trying to win.
Right.
And my boyfriend makes fun of me.
Oh, Valentine's Day. Wow.
Sammy, who gets your vote on that one?
On that one, I say the practice
Okay.
of waiting in line and people making fun of her.
Unprepared Gina?
Same practice.
Same. Greg?
I think I want my ex back.
All right. Menace?
I'm going practice because they at least gone the effort to go to some of our events. So
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
they get some.
Morgan,
love
you
for
agree with that one?
Practice, yeah.
Seabass?
Yeah.
It went to divorce.
Oh,
Really?
damn.
All right.
Yeah, there
if you
could
do
be
that,
a proposal. It could be a big
do it
night.
in front of us if you do it.
Yep.
Please. And make sure Seabass is there for it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He'll make
so
it
we
special.
Can root you on.
Yeah. Again, all these votes came in from Woody Show listeners on the text over to 22987. So if you don't like the results, you can blame all the other listeners.
Yeah,
I like
exactly.
this idea from the text. The winner should wear a T-shirt that says, I am a sob story winner.
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
Nice.
Yeah, sob story winner.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
That's funny.
And then we had one last pairing. It was between the girl who was trying to win, but every time we do the contest, she's peeing.
Oh, yeah.
Peeing, can't get to the phone.
What else? I think she said she's calling from her peeing.
I
right?
mean,
Yeah,
that would
she
be the
doesn't
smart
want
thing
to
to
do
do.
that.
But if we ever call her, we might hear her peeing.
Which rules?
And then, that does rule. That sounds really hot, right?
Yeah.
Seabass?
pretty awesome.
So hot.
Weirdo.
At least she tries.
And then the other one was the one that you mentioned earlier.
Yeah,
It said, I haven't been to Disneyland in 40 years, and I've never been to California Adventure. One time I was going, and you guys got me passes, but I got sick.
Aw.
Please give me another shot. Yeah, somebody said, well, California Adventure hasn't even been around for 40 years. No, he hasn't been to
Oh, didn't say
Disneyland in
that.
40
Yeah.
years,
Yeah.
and he's never been to California
If
Adventure.
only it was possible.
So peeing or virgin, who gets your vote? Morgan.
Peeing for sure.
Seabass.
Peeing.
Right? Menace, anybody different on that one?
No.
I'll go
Peeing.
virgin.
PPs.
I'll go virgin.
Virgin. The winner on that one? Peeing.
Yes.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, congratulations, Sobbers.
It worked.
Could we
Yeah.
do the podcast and single mom matchup?
Oh, yeah. And
oh,
then,
yeah.
We need to-
right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Thank
the
you,
super
Sammy.
simple.
I want to go to Mickey Mouse's house.
Yeah.
Oh, with my 4-year-old?
Yeah.
See.
He says
that
he wants to go to
one.
Mickey. And it's his birthday.
I
That's
didn't-
the single mom, right?
No.
That's the podcast listener.
Buy him an inflatable bounce house, and he won't know the difference.
Yeah.
4.
That one went to, looking at this here, went to podcast.
All right.
Okay,
Little Mickey
Mickey's house.
Mouse's
Yeah,
house.
and this one says podcast listener for sure. It must be the podcast listener.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, congratulations
Wow.
to all the sobbers
Enjoy.
who won their way to the takeover on Monday. We're going to take a quick break. More Woody Shows next. Hang on.
Sit tight.
More Woody Show.
Next.